Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning. Okay. So already in the syllabus, I already have told you there is an important topic is pending on that model 6. That is actually already we have finished the other important problems like graph isomorphism. It's adjacency incidence matrices. Also there also we discussed like Euler and then Hamiltonian paths and its circuits. Okay. So still there is one more important topic that is actually of that model 6 shortest path algorithm. Okay. Here we are already discussed about what is path, what is walk, what is closed walk. The definitions we have already come across. So here they are asked us to determine shortest path. We are applied the definition is called distance. Okay, hope you can remember that. Distance means if suppose if the graph is provided like this, maybe here you may be provided with 6 vertices. So if suppose I want to travel from this vertex to this vertex means I can choose this path or I can choose another path. This path I can choose this path maybe. Okay. If it is a like a unweighted graph, here you first you need to know what is weighted graph, what is unweighted graph. Weighted graph means for each edge you will have some weight. For example, for this edge you may have some number 4. That means that edge carries the weight as 4. Okay, if they didn't mention anything like that is unweighted graph. If the graph is provided to you like unweighted graph, it is allowed to travel from any direction by choosing any path, but your destination vertex will be F, your starting vertex will be A. Okay, that's the condition. But if the weights are given means that time you need to choose a shortest path by mentioning its edge weights. I hope you can understand. See here, if suppose if this is 4, this is 3, this is 2, this is 1, this is again 5 or maybe 6 or 2. Okay. So here, if I choose this path means I need to add the corresponding edge weights. If the path length of the path is comparatively less means we can decide that path will be the shortest path. Okay, here this concept is completely related with the concept distance. To reach from one vertex to another vertex by choosing a path, the distance between from that vertex to till the last vertex, the complete add up of all the edge weights, you should get minimum comparatively with the other paths. That path is called shortest path if the graph is weighted. Can you understand what you have given on this outline about the shortest path method? Is it clear? Can you get
Yes.
into the? Okay, fine. Yes. Okay. Please listen carefully. So here, there we are using one algorithm. That algorithm is very famous, Dijkstra's algorithm. Okay. So usually they will be mentioned in the question by using Dijkstra's algorithm. Determine the shortest path from one vertex to one another vertex. They can mention what is the source vertex, what is the destination vertex. They will be mentioning those things. So here, if the problem is given to you, see here this problem is provided as a weighted graph. So you need to add with all the edge weights. So if you may raise a question, sir, why I need to forcefully to apply this Dijkstra's algorithm? I can easily manually calculate in which path it is less. I can even show which one is the less. That will be the path, shortest path. I can say the answer. Definitely yes. But here you can just simply imagine like if suppose if you are having 6 vertices or 7 vertices or 8 vertices, that is very limited. Easily you can calculate by manual, not a problem. Imagine if suppose if the vertices are like more than 150 or more than 500 or more than 1000, in that case they can between two vertices find the shortest path. Means that time manual method won't work to determine the answer in easier way. Okay, so instead we are applying some a shortcut algorithm that was already embedded as a computer code. Since you are being like BTech related computer design students, so you should aware about this kind of algorithms, okay? Because we are not going to learn this things by not in a program way, but how mathematically they are applied, how they are feeding the concept in a mathematical wise, how the program can be considered this as a mathematically, how it can consider as a code. Okay, that's it. So here the problem is decided like it's a weighted graph. So you can start a vertex. Listen carefully. Okay, so first you can just simply mention all your vertices like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and H. Okay, so okay. Okay. After that, listen carefully. First, you need to define a column by mentioning all its vertices, label. Okay. After that, they ask you to determine the shortest path from the vertex A to H. So your starting vertex is A, ending vertex is H. So here you can start with the vertex first row as A. That is the starting vertex. Listen carefully. So here, in this case, uh, A to A, it has taken 0 distance. Okay, the preceding node which you have traveled through A vertex. So I always will be preferred to use this vertex label that as a preceding vertex from which vertex it has been traveled through. Okay, next. From A to B, it has taken 2 distance. So I need to mention here 2A. Listen carefully. If there is any doubt arise, please you can ask me. Okay. Next, A to C. There is no direct edge between A and then C vertex. So there are plenty of path I can travel from A to C. I could not easily determine that. So I can mention here as a infinity. Okay. Next, A to D. What value I should put here? You can quickly help. Very good. Next,
Infinity.
E. Okay, that is also infinity. Next, A to F.
1.
1.
One A.
Very good. Next, A to G. That is, I think, infinity. Yes.
Infinity.
A to H. That is also infinity. Okay. After that, it is very, very important step. Many of the persons will do mistake on this. So listen carefully. Okay. Next. So here, after that, you need to simply box which is lower on the first row. So that is actually A. This value is having 0 A. That is default. Always it can start with 0 only, whatever maybe the problem is given. Okay, that is surely you need to box the first cell only. Okay, next, after that, next minimum is actually 1A. 1A vertex should be get down in the second row. The corresponding vertex will start as the second row. Okay, listen carefully. Just omit the default minimum value, that is 0. You can just omit that. Next minimum value is 1A. The corresponding vertex should be taken as here as the next minimum vertex. So I should consider next distance I need to take through the vertex F. Okay, so that has taken the distance like 1A. 1A, that has to bring as it is same. Okay, hope you can understand up to this. So you can box it. Okay, 1A. So in the preceding row, whatever you have already boxed it, so that place should be written as dash. That means already completed. So here what it's saying, from A to F, it has taken 1. So I have traveled through the vertex A to the vertex F. Okay, so A to F, I have taken the distance 1 through the vertex A. Hope we can understand up to this. Next. So next, F to B. F to B, is there any infinity? So listen. Yes,
Sir,
please.
sir, basically we have traced all the paths from A first and then boxed the smallest path and then
Very good.
included it in our final answer, right?
Very good.
And
Very
we
good.
have reached F.
Basically, you are comparing in which path it is having less value. So here you are considering A to B path is having 2 distance. A to F path distance is 1. So I am considering here AF path only. Have you understood up to this?
Yes, sir. It is like visualizing we traveled from A to F.
Exactly. So here A means you are just visualizing you are traveled through the vertex A. Preceding vertex was A. That's it. Is it clear up to this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, next. Next, I need to concentrate from by fixing the vertex F. So from F to B. F to B, what is the distance?
Infinity.
Infinity. Okay. So infinity here I need to compare. If I put whenever I put infinity, I need to compare with the previous cell value. If it is lesser value, not only infinity. If suppose if I am having, you just imagine like if suppose if I am having 6 f distance means 6f distance means I should not mention here 6f. Instead 6f I need to insert here 2a only. I need to retain with the previous minimum value. Okay, so here I am getting the answer as infinity. I need to compare with the previous cell. So 2a is lesser than the infinity paths. So I can mention here directly 2a value itself. Okay, next f2c. What is the value f2c?
Infinity.
Infinity. Previous cell also infinity. So I should put here infinity only. f2d.
3F.
3f. Okay, very good. So f2d is actually 3. But I need to travel from A to D. So already you are got the answer as 1. That was already boxed in that particular row as 1. So now F2D it is taking 3 another distance. So totally what should put here as the answer? Any guess?
4F.
4F.
4F. So I hope you can understand why I have mentioned here F, because F is just giving the meaning like it's a preceding vertex. Traveled through which vertex you are traveled to the vertex D. Okay, next. So that means what it's saying the meaning to reach vertex D from the starting origin vertex A, it has taken 4 distance. Have you understood this logic? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Sir,
next.
Yes,
why
sir.
not
Yes, sir.
Yes, please. Someone is rising.
Sir,
now.
why not mention 4A since we are starting from A and from there the distance is coming 4.
Very good, very good.
Why?
Very good. Always, A is the origin vertex, right? So here, why I'm just mentioning this F means, finally you will understand why I'm just giving the label with the value. Okay, this value, this with the value, this label mentioning the exactly preceding vertex of that path. Okay, so anyway, if still there is a confusion on it, not a problem. Once if I complete the last column, that time you will understand why I have mentioned that label. Okay, so until that, please wait. Okay, next F to E. Quickly, someone can help me?
Infinity.
Infinity. Next F to G.
7F.
7.
Infinity.
Okay, next H.
Infinity.
Infinity.
Very good. Next. Can you just, okay, first before checking out the minimum value, I can just put the dash. So this should put retain the dash. So this already boxed. Okay. So that also should be put dash because that vertex has been already traveled. So now I need to choose another new vertex. So can you just guess which one can come?
2A.
B, sir.
B.
Very good. B vertex should come. So I can make a box of that value 2A. Sorry. Yeah. So that should come down. So I should put here 2A and then make a box. Okay. Now B to C.
2C. I mean,
No.
sorry.
4.
4B.
4B. Next B to D.
4B.
4B.
Okay. So here, if I mention here 4B means that is equal to the previous one. Here I am allowed, since both the values are same, I can put here either 4B or 4F, not a problem. Okay. So I can even say here 4F also, not a problem. So I can just, without any confusion, I can use the same 4B itself. Next, B to E.
6B.
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 Oh, sorry. Okay. 6B. Okay. Next. So B to G.
Infinity.
7.
7F.
7.
Very good. Okay, that things should be noted very carefully. Okay. Next, yeah, B to H. B to H.
Infinity.
Infinity. Okay, next. So now I can put the dash first. So okay. After that, what is the minimum value here?
Either C or D.
Very good. Either C or D. So I can start with the C itself. So it can come down. So here 4B, I can make a box. Next, C to D. C to D. C to D.
4B.
Very good.
4B.
4B.
Actually, original value is infinity, but when you compare with the previous one, so 4B is the answer. Okay, next, C to E.
7C.
6B only, sir.
6B, very good. Very good.
Yes. 6B.
Okay, next, C to G.
7F.
Very good. Okay, C to H.
5C.
5C.
5C. Okay, so now it has started to replace the infinity first time. Okay, okay, next. After that, so I can first put the dash. Okay, so what is the next vertex?
D.
D. Very good. Oh, so this vertex will come down. So now 4B will make a box. After that, so D to E.
6B.
6B.
Very good. Originally, I'm getting D to E is actually 4. So 4 plus 4, 8. D should come. If I compare with the previous value, 8 is higher than the 6 value. So I can retain the 6B itself. Okay, next. D to F.
Dash.
D to F.
It's visited, sir. Like,
Okay, already visited. Sorry. Yeah, thanks. Okay, next. D to G.
7F.
7F. Okay, next. D to H.
5C.
5C.
Okay, quickly we are going to complete the problem. Listen carefully. Okay, so next thing. So first I can put the dash so that it will not make us confusion.
H.
So next thing, very good. H. So it started to go into the destination vertex. So problem is going to complete. So hope you can understand. Okay, next. So this will come down. So we can make a box. So H. That's it. Once if you are reached H, your destination vertex is having that box means you can close the problem. That will be the shortest length to travel from the vertex A. Already one person has raised a doubt, so that can be clarified now. See here, that person has raised a doubt, sir, why we are following the preceding vertex, not by mentioning the origin vertex, why you are following the preceding vertex. Now you can understand. See here, it is showing the answer to reach H vertex from the vertex A. It is showing the answer as 5. So answer is length of the shortest path. You need to mention like length of the shortest path is 5. That is the answer. So here you need to mention the path, exact path. So that is very easy. So your last.
Now we can trace back the path, right?
Very good, very good. Now you are going to trace by the path by mentioning the last vertex, first H. Okay. Next, preceding vertex. In your H, what is the least value? In your H row, what is the least
C,
value?
sir.
C. So
5C.
5C. So the H value preceding vertex is C. You are mentioning C. Next, once if you are mentioning here C means you need to get into the row of C. Okay, we are not following in an order. We are following through the preceding vertex only. That's why we are already followed the method actually by mentioning with the value label of the vertex also. In some of the authors' books, they didn't follow the label. That time it will make you confusion to write a clear path on that. So many of the guys have done the mistake by following the other method. So it is preferable to follow this. Otherwise, even it is not a problem if you follow the other authors. I will be expecting the correct path on it. Then only you will get full marks. Okay, next. So here H, the preceding vertex was C. Next, I should enter into the C vertex. So in which vertex has blocked? Sorry, boxed.
B.
B.
B. So I need to mention here B next. Next, I can go into the Bth row. So in your Bth row,
A.
you complete. So this is the shortest path to travel from vertex A to H. The length is taken to travel to A is taken 5. You can compare 2 plus 2 plus 1, 4. 5. 4 plus 1, 5. You can compare with the other paths also. Certainly, it will be the higher one. Have you understood this simple problem? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so it's very important method of this model. Usually this single question will have 10 marks. Okay, they will not add any kind of subdivisions into that problem. So simply they can mention by using Dijkstra's algorithm, determine the shortest path from this vertex to this vertex. They can simply mention that you need to follow the algorithm by just projecting this as a table. Okay, is there any doubt on this problem?
Sir, if there are two short paths, what will happen, sir?
Very good question. See here, even if you choose instead, already one person has said like either C or D, you are allowed to choose in this position, like in your after the B vertex in this particular row, you would have been chosen the D also, not a problem. Even if you start with the D also, that time also you would have got the answer exactly same path A, B, C, H. Maybe one or one more row maybe increased because totally A, B, C, D, E is missed, right? So E or G may be added as a rows. That's it. So the remaining procedures will be completely same. You will be getting the unique answer that has the same path A, B, C, H, even by you choosing other equal shortest path. Have you got it?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay, before enter into the next problem, quickly you can submit the attendance form, then we can continue with it.
So it's not accepting this.
Oh, sorry, 1 minute. Now you can try, please.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Okay, we can enter into discuss the same model, other graph. Okay, so they are given. Can able to see the screen, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So here it is provided another weighted graph. So they are asked to apply the same Dijkstra's algorithm only. So shortest path from the vertex A to F. Okay, we can just make a table quickly. We can complete this problem. Okay, see here, the initial vertex is A, ending vertex is F. Okay, so we need to determine the distance from A to F. So in the column, I can just mention all the vertices first. A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay, so here always your initial vertex is A, right? So here, can you quickly say the answers row wise?
0A,
Very good.
0,
2A,
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 3A,
3A,
infinity, infinity, infinity.
Very good. Okay, next. Which one can come down?
0.
No,
2A,
no.
sir.
2A,
That
2A.
okay, very good. So 2A. So here B should come. Okay. So next B to C.
3A,
B.
sir.
Okay, next B to D.
Infinity.
B to E.
3.7B.
3.7. Very good. 3.7B because it has taken 1.7. Already the path is saying 2 distance has traveled. So 2 plus 1.7, 3.7B. Next B to F.
Infinity, sir.
Okay. So I can put dash first. Okay. Next least values. Vertex.
BC.
C.
Very good. So here C. So next C to D.
4.5C.
Very good. Next C to E.
3.7B, sir.
C to E. Okay, 3.7. Oh, correct. Next C to F.
B, sir.
C
I mean,
to F.
infinity, sorry. Infinity.
Okay. Next. Next, put dash first. Okay. So 3.7 B can come down as a minimum value. So here, I can mention here E. Okay. So E to D.
4.5C, sir.
Very good. Because totally 3 plus 3.7 will be 6.7. So that will be the higher than the higher than the 4.5C. So I can retain with the same preceding value 4.5C. Next. So E to F.
7E.
Very good. So problem is going to complete because it has started to place at the F vertex. Okay, 7E. Okay, next dash first. So which is the least one?
4.5C.
So here D. Very good. So after that D to F.
6.8D.
6.8
D. D.
D. Okay, fine. Okay, next. After that, which vertex can come down?
F.
Sorry, I think I have done mistake on it.
I think you can box off 4.5C in that step itself, sir.
Okay, fine. Next. So here, D has already completed. Okay, previous one, right? No, what is the question? So I have just mistakenly I have missed anything to box. That's why it shows me problem. So can you help me on this?
It's correct, sir.
So it's correct.
Okay. So next. So dash. Okay, dash. So the last one is 6.8. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So that is the last one. So here, see, you can see the wonder like you are getting dash in the all the other vertices. Like simply you have got the final answer as 6.8. That's it. So here, so the length of the shortest path you need to mention properly 6.8. So here, choosing the path. So F preceding the vertex.
D.
D. Okay. So next. So
C.
D means in your Dth row. What is the C? Very good. Okay. Next in C.
A.
Very
A.
good. That's it. Problem is completed. A, C, D, F. A. Yes. C, D, F. You can check the value. Okay. Is it right? Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you can just check the count of A, B, E, F path. What is the answer?
7, sir.
7. Okay. So certainly this answer will be the correct one. You can even check with the other also. So you are getting the answer like this. So here I have just taken this problem to show the answer. So to show unto you, like it can come with the decimals also. You should not get worry about that. Same thing you are following up. Just you are considering that also as a edge wise, edge weights. So it can come with the like a whole numbers. It can come with the decimal numbers. You are stick onto the method. That means algorithm properly. You will get the answer in easy way. See here, with your help, I have completed this problem, the second problem, within 5 minutes only. Okay, so if you have been strong on this algorithm, you also can able to complete the problem in 5 to maximum 10 minutes maximum. Okay, because you are not going to draw the diagram in that thing. You can make a table and then you will write the answer. So that's why I have already insisted to take care of one thing, like don't leave model 6 and then model 7 questions in a choice. That units will be highly helpful to score more marks in your discrete. Okay, as of my view observation, so that could be the quite easy when you compare with the other models. Even the other when you compare with the model 1, model 6 and then model 7, certainly it could be easy to you to score good marks. So anyway, keep stick on to this. So anyway, is there any doubt up to this Dijkstra's algorithm method? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So that's it.
Yeah.
That's the section. So there is no